Hi, I'm Ryan James, founder of Philippine VA Pros. And this video, I want to talk to you a little bit about how to properly onboard and train your new virtual assistant. Now, this might seem unique to virtual assistants, but it's not. It's really consistent with the way that you would want to onboard and train any new employee, whether they work in your office or are virtual. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you have a written procedure, a written onboarding procedure. So, what are the steps to onboarding your new virtual assistant? What are the things that they need to know about your company and their role? So, basically, getting them set up with the basics. Do they need to be signed up with a phone with their own phone number? Do they know how to log into the phone system? Do they know how to log into their email? All of those basic things that they need to have will be in the onboarding process. Of course, this will include things such as setting up Wise or some way to pay them and that type of thing. Once you have the onboarding out of the way, the next thing that you're going to want to do is train them on the role that they are going to be doing for you. Now, I strongly recommend training people on one task at a time. Again, this doesn't have to just be the VA. This is people in your office as well. We retain information a lot better if we learn it one item at a time rather than just throwing it all at us all at the same time. So I recommend that each step, each part of what they're expected to do, again, is in writing. You can take it a step further and make videos of the process. So, for example, if there's several steps that they need to take to use a particular system or program for your business, I recommend making a video and narrating it. It's very easy to do if you use Google Meet or Zoom or even Microsoft Teams. It's just like going in a meeting, only you hit record and you do a screen share and you talk over it while you go through the different steps. I do this for every process in my company. I've done it well before I had virtual assistants, and it works just as well with virtual assistants. This gives them something to go back to if later on maybe they forget a step or forget some part of it. Also, when they come to you with a question, you can say, hey, go back and watch that video again. I do recommend having everything written as well. And again, as I mentioned, each step of training, one part at a time. If it takes them 5 minutes to learn something, great. Have them learn it, make sure they understand it, and then move on to the next thing. If it takes them all day, then have them work on it all day and then follow up with them and make sure they understand it. There may be several trainings throughout the day. This is also easier for you, especially if this is your first time putting together a curriculum like this, because you don't have to do it all at once. You can just do it as you go. And there may be some things that you want them to do, and they're going to work on them for a little while, and they're going to do their job. And then once they get proficient with that, you want to add another responsibility. Same thing, just keep adding new training curriculum. And the really great thing about this is you can use it when you hire other people to do the same job. As your company expands and you have more people, or maybe you want to move that VA into a different role because their skill set actually is different than what you originally thought. I've had many VAs where I've hired them from one job and I thought, wow, this person is outstanding. I think, though, that they could do even better job in this other area, and I'll promote them. Well, then we have a new opening for that job I hired them before. And again, if I already have everything written out as far as their onboarding and training step by step, and each step I have a different video, it makes it so much easier to bring them on board. So that's what we recommend as far as onboarding and training your new VA. Again, this is something that you would do with in-house employees too. And from all the business owners that I've spoken to over the years, it seems like it's the number one reason for breakdown with any new hire that they have. So if you follow these steps, I'm positive it's going to improve your experience with your virtual assistant. It's going to improve your virtual assistant's experience with you, and it's going to result in a much more successful relationship.